Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube video. So this video is basically going to be a get ready with me, and I'm going to be talking about basically every single product that I use. So it's just going to be like a really quick video on what I wear in like the house. Obviously we can't go out and stuff like that. A lot of the products that I'm using are going to be drugstore or affordable price, and then I do have some products here that are on the high-end spectrum. A lot of it you can get off of Ulta, and then some of it's at Sephora. So obviously, you know, you don't have to use every single product that I use. These are the products that I've really been like noticing that I'm grabbing more often than not. So I already skin prepped, and I basically did like 2 different masks, and then I did a whole bunch of serums and moisturizers and such. I'm gonna start with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. So basically, I'm gonna actually do something different for once. I'm gonna do my eyebrows last. I'm not gonna do them first, because usually I do them first just to get them out the way. To brush my brows up, I use this Trim Mascara Wands. They're disposable. There's like 30 of them in the pack, and I get them from Target. I think they're like $6. So what I'm gonna do is basically brush them up, and then I'm gonna carve out the bottom, but then just leave it at that. I'm not really gonna do anything else. So to carve out my brows, I usually like to use this flat brush that I got from BH Cosmetics. This brush is super old, and the only reason why I can say that is because like this comes apart. Like, it's so bad. I think I'm just gonna get like some super glue, because I can't find another brush that does justice the way this brush does. And I'm just gonna glue it back together because I don't feel like getting another one, and I really don't want to order another one, because why, if I have it, it works perfectly fine, right? So I'm gonna carve my brows out with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I have it in the shade Tan Neutral. So I like to use like a lighter shade under my brows only because it accentuates them a lot better. So every time I carve my brows, I typically like to carve them all the way out as much as I possibly can, like in the middle of my face. And then I'll bring down a lot of the concealer, because I don't want it bunched up here, because when I do put the eyebrow product in, I don't want it looking like completely insane. And then I don't like it when they mix together, because then I have to like recarve out my brow, and that's just like doing too much. So something that I want to say about the e.l.f. products, especially their concealer that they just came out with, this stuff is like super thick. This product came out, so the next thing I'm gonna do is use my Hydro Milk primer. So I like to use like a little like buffing brush, I guess. So this is actually the first time I'm ever gonna really do my foundation and stuff before my brows. So I've never done this ever before, only because I've been on the other team saying like brows before foundation and such, only because I like the way it looks. But I've noticed that sometimes my brows on top is over highlighted, and I do have a problem with that, only because it just looks completely insane, and I'm not trying to go out with someone saying my brows look a mess. So not trying to do all that. So for my foundation, I will be using the L'Oreal 24-Hour Foundation. It is shade 530. I think I'm gonna go like one shade lighter in this, but regardless or not, it still works really well. I'm gonna put a little on my hand because I don't like to put it on my face right away. I only do about like a pump and a half with this, because a little goes a long way, just like the concealer. And again, I'm staying like indoors, so there's no really point for me to put on like a full face of makeup. So something that I learned from Jackie Aina was, after you put down your foundation before you blend it in, I am gonna go in with my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray and then just spray my face. This product smells really good. I'm shooketh. So something that I really love about this foundation is that it looks really seamless on the skin, and I feel like it's one of those foundations that if you want to go heavy with it, you can. But if you also want to go like super light with it, you also can. It's just one of those versatile foundations that I love. So this is just how the foundation looks before anything else, and then with me spraying the setting spray on it, which I've never tried before, but this just looks really nice. I kind of just want to like leave it at this. I might not even do my brows super heavy, because when I don't do them super heavy, I'll either use a lighter brow shade, because I have two of them. I have like the dark brown version, and then I have the ebony version in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. But I don't even know if I want to even use a pomade. I might honestly just use a color from an eyeshadow palette, because then it wouldn't be so harsh. So for my concealer, I'm going to use two different concealer shades from two different brands. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty in shade 430. I'm going to use this basically from the nose to the cheekbone. And then I'm not going to even go super heavy with it. I'm using two different concealers. I'm basically just going to be meshing this one with my skin tone, and then the other one is going to be like a highlight kind of one. And then I'm going to use it just to partially contour my nose. I'm using my e.l.f. Cosmetics tan neutral shade. Like I said before, it's a really thick product, so you got to be super careful with not overdoing it, because it's actually really possible. And I've done it before and it just looked like I was washed out. So typically whatever comes out on the wand, I'll use that and that's it. I won't really try to use anything else going in. I'll move some product around and do what I can. But I personally just don't like to overdo it, because then it just looks really messy. So those are my highlighting points that I like to use. Obviously a little bit lighter here, and then closer to my skin tone here. I'll stick with the closer to skin tone shade in my forehead, only because it can look really bright up there, and I have a big forehead, so I'm not trying to like overdo it, right? Okay, so then I'm gonna go back in with my sponge and then just dab around. So you see how like under the eye it's actually highlighted, but then it seamlessly goes into like the foundation that I had put in. So that's like a little hack for you guys. So I actually have plans for today. I mean, I know like we're stuck on quarantine and stuff like that, but I wanted to go out for a run, but it's freaking raining. It's been raining since like 2 o'clock, and like right now it's like almost 12 p.m. So it's been raining since like 2 a.m. and I'm honestly pretty like irritated. Like I freaking hate Illinois weather. It's super annoying. I'm pretty sure there's like other states that have like rainy weather and all that kind of stuff, but so I'm gonna spray my face again with the setting spray, and then I'm gonna just re-dab just to fix up some spots. See how like glowy this look? And it sucks just for me to be stuck at home. So some of you guys can see where like under my eyebrow it still looks pretty light. So I'm gonna just take my e.l.f. Cosmetics concealer brush. I have used this brush, obviously I get different ones, but I have used this type of brush ever since I was 16. It has never let me down. It's a type of brush that like I feel everyone should honestly have, because it makes it super easy to either, because I like to use it to just brush up some edges, When I first used it, I used it to pat in my concealer. I personally think it fixes up a lot of stuff that like a bigger brush obviously can't. So it's a perfect brush, and I'm gonna swear by it till the day I freaking die. It's just such a wonderful brush. So I'm actually gonna do just a little eyeshadow, just obviously just like make my eyes pop. I'm going to be using my Back to Basics palette by the Makeup Shack. So this palette was like $5. That's great. And it's a neutral palette. That's why it was like Back to Basics and stuff like that. And I'm just gonna put just a little bit on the outside and then like a little bit of glitter on my inner eye. I'm not even gonna be doing anything super crazy. I'm just gonna like quickly do this. So I'm gonna go in with my Crown Brushes brush, and then I'm going to be using this shade right here. So I'm just gonna pat around here. And while that's there, I'm gonna take my Morphe brush, just go back in that shade just a little bit, and then buff out the edges. Okay, so I just winged it out just a little bit, not too much. And then I'm gonna go in with my other fluffy brush, and then I'm just going to use this golden shade right here. So I got one eye done. Again, I'm really not trying to go for something that's super crazy, just like a light kind of glam, just I'm stuck at home type of thing. So this is basically how my eyes are gonna look. I'm gonna put a little bit of the brown shade under my eye. Again, I'm not gonna go super heavy. Okay. So that's basically it for the eyes. And then I'm also going to use their lashes. These are probably like my favorite lashes out of like the 30 lashes that I bought from them. I'm using the Miami lashes from the Makeup Shack. They're just super fluffy and really pretty that I can't even complain about it. Like, they're just so perfect. I have like their lashes laying all over my house, and I have to figure out which ones is which, like put them back in their right boxes because they're just all over the place. I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty Mocha Mommy bronzer. If I don't obviously overdo it, it does really give me such a natural look. Now I'm gonna put my lashes on. Okay. So these are the Miami lashes. Honestly, I like them a lot. They're super fluffy. And then I'm gonna go in with my Milk Makeup Kush Mascara just to obviously mesh in my natural lashes with the false lashes. Okay, so I'm gonna set my face real quick and then go do my brows. I don't think I'm gonna do super harsh because obviously they look really nice the way that they are right now, which says something. So the last little bit that I'm gonna do is just my lips and then a little bit of blush. So for my blush, a lot of you guys know on my Instagram that I like swear by the Fenty Cream blushes. I honestly think they're super nice. Like this one's super messy because I use it 24/7. But this is the Summertime Wine blush. I really like it because you can either build it up or just have very little. So I personally, if I'm gonna be like staying at home and stuff like that, I just use very little, and then I make sure I get my nose, and then if I'm going out, then I'll probably go just a little bit harder than that. I just take my Revlon blush brush that I got from Walmart, put a little bit on there, and then I do both sides so that I can just push it up. So what I've noticed about what I do is that if I'm using this blush, I really don't use highlighter all that much anymore. Then I'm gonna do my lips and then do my brows really quickly, and that'll be actually it for this look. So I'm actually gonna take the Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow lip gloss or lip balm, I don't know, and then I'm just gonna put a little on my lips. So I'm gonna go back in with my Back to Basics eyeshadow palette from the Makeup Shack. I'm gonna go in with my Patrick Ta brow brush. So I'm just gonna use this end shade right here for my brows. Just dab a little bit on here and then just darken up my brows a bit. See, like there's just a slight difference. Like I'm not trying to obviously go super heavy. I'm just trying to just do the bare minimum. So this is honestly the finished look. I did just a basic little tutorial for you guys. If you guys like videos like this, then definitely let me know. I will link all the products that I use down below, and then I'll also link my social media accounts. Like and subscribe to this video, and let me know if you guys want to see more stuff like this. Bye.